Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Today, I'm a little frustrated. Got my biggest pet peeve that I've found so far, actually the only one I've really found so far, with the Canon T3i, which for those of you that follow the channel know we're doing some shooting with the T3i, putting it through its paces in professional style shoots, which is where I ran into the pet peeve. As you can see, I have a little radio trigger in the hot shoe here, and kind of pursuant to video 1 or 2 videos ago where I was talking about getting the perfect DSLR focus using live view. And if you haven't checked that video, check it out. It's in the archive there. It's just a few days back. So anyways, I was using the T3i, and I had the lights set up. I had some off-camera lights with some nice strip light soft boxes, grids on them, all ready to go. And I could not get the T3i to fire my lights by remote. I had the trigger in here, had the wireless receivers hooked up. So I started looking into it, and lo and behold, that is something that Canon has chosen to disable in the T3i here, the nice little T3i, which, by the way, I'm actually really enjoying shooting with, except for this fairly major pet peeve for me because I like to use studio lights. I like to use off-camera lighting a lot. So when you're in live view and you focus, it works great. You get optimum focus. You go to take your picture, boom. But the hot shoe doesn't work. The hot shoe is disabled in live view. Now, upon further reading, I find out this is almost more of a function of live view with the way it's set up in DSLRs. And you'll see, like on my Nikons, for those of you that have Nikon, you probably haven't experienced this, because what happens is when you shoot in live view, the screen closes down just for a second as you push the trigger to take the photo, allowing the camera to trigger the hot shoe. Whereas with this Canon T3i, and I'm not sure, I don't think it happens on the 70D and the higher bodies, but on the T3i, the Rebel series, it disables that. It doesn't allow you to, it doesn't take the camera out of live view in order to fire the hot shoe. So it stays in live view, and the hot shoe is effectively disabled. So if you're going to use live view, you can't use studio lights triggered with a wireless trigger for your hot shoe. So basically you can't use an on-camera flash. Well, that's a good question, because I'm not sure. Maybe those of you that have this could check that. I'm assuming maybe you could use a specific Canon flash. Maybe not. Maybe the entire hot shoe is disabled. In any case, a wireless trigger will not work in live view on the Canon T3i, which is a huge pet peeve for me. So what do you guys think? Do you have the T3i? Have you tried this? Have you run into it? The workaround I have found that I haven't tried yet, but that seems to work, is that the Magic Lantern, if you load that in as your firmware, it does allow you to do that. So in other words, what it'll do is you use live view, you compose your shot, you press the trigger halfway down to get your focus, and then when you follow through with the rest of the trigger push, it will pop out of live view, just like the Nikons do. Take the picture, enable the hot shoe to work, so it will fire my lights via trigger, and then it'll come back to live view. So hopefully this does work. I'm going to get the Magic Lantern, put it on the camera, and we'll see if that works. Anybody out there, have you tried that? Does that work as a fix? Do you have a 70D? Has this been a problem for you with that? I think from what I've read it doesn't, but I'm just curious. Leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. And maybe you didn't even know that your hot shoe is disabled. So something to think about. Maybe you'll want the Magic Lantern. Put some comments below if you have any experiences with this, any questions, whatever. And we'll get back to you. I'll let you know how that works with the Magic Lantern in the camera. And stay tuned. We'll be back soon with some new videos, some new articles. We'll keep you up to date with what's going on in the world of photography, technology, videography, right here at artoftheimage.com. Thanks for tuning in, folks.